think it was about 10 years or so ago that I've seen a Flash game. Now, it was a very simple Flash game. You just had a guy running from left to right automatically, and you just had to press like one or two buttons to make the guy jump over some buildings, and you have like a normal jump or a high jump. Now, that Flash game was entertaining for about 10 seconds. And sure, it got a lot more difficult as the game went on, but the thing is, that game was absolutely not fun at all. But now when I think about games nowadays, what do? You have a controller, you hold forwards, and maybe you press like one or two buttons to jump over some obstacle. But what's the difference here? What is the difference between that dumb Flash game and playing a platformer nowadays? Now, in order to understand that, I'm going to talk about the HUD-based 3D platformer that came out in 2017 that absolutely revitalized the genre, that's showing the world that 3D platformers aren't dead, featuring also an amazing soundtrack and a cute and joyful style. Of course, I'm talking about Hat in Time, which was absolutely amazing and did a really nice job at showing that 3D platformers are still something that people are interested in, and also Super Mario Odyssey, I guess, also did the same thing. Now, Super Mario Odyssey, the reason why I think that that game is as important as as I think it is because it shows that there is something here to be said about freedom of choice when it comes to video games. Because when you play Mario Odyssey, what are you doing? You can say that, oh, I'm collecting moons, I'm collecting power moons, I'm jumping over an obstacle, I'm going here, I'm going there, but the actual gameplay that you're doing at any point in time is you see a world in front of you and you think to yourself, how am I gonna move through this world? And that's where the fun of this game lies. You see like a castle or a fort or whatever, and you're just like, I'm gonna jump there, I'm gonna jump there, I'm gonna capture that guy, fly over here, then jump out, do a triple jump dive, and then go over here, and then you do that, and it feels absolutely amazing. Or maybe something doesn't quite work out the way you thought about it, and then you do something different, you think about it a bit more, and then it works out that way, and that also feels great. The fact that you get a power moon for it in the end isn't really that important. Of course, it's something for your brain to go, oh yeah, why am I playing this game? Well, yeah, because I want to get some power moons, and if I get power moons, I get to do more stuff, and that's like the collectible that I want to collect of coins. Like, I want to collect coins because they're there. But the reason why there's coins and the reason why there's power moons is not because you want coins and power moons, but rather is because they give you a reason to enjoy the gameplay. And the gameplay is, as I said earlier, seeing a world and thinking about how do I want to move through this world. And that is, I think, what makes Super Mario Odyssey so absolutely entertaining, because it absolutely nails that. It gives you all these different tools, all this freedom of choice to do whatever you want, all these different things, to like even capture enemies and then go around them. You can run around as a Goombas if you want to, and then jump on another Goomba and become an even bigger Goombas. You can do all of that. And it also always, everything you do in this game also changes the way you look at your environment. For example, you start the game out and you're just like, okay, I can throw a hat, I can jump, okay. Then you realize, okay, maybe you can roll as well, you can triple jump, you can jump on your hat, and you keep expanding on that moveset, and then you put in the ability to capture enemies as well into that, and then you combine that together with your moveset, and the more you think about the game, the more everything that you do opens up. It's not that the game gives you more tools. You have pretty much the same tools they have at the start of the game and you have at the end of the game. You have always the same tools, but the way you realize how to use those tools and the way you actually do use those tools evolves, because you as a player get a better understanding of everything that is going on. And this is also the absolute, in my opinion at least, the perfect amount of progression that a player should have. Player progression should not just be, oh, you get better abilities. I mean, better abilities always are fun. I'm a fan of RPGs. I'm a really big fan of RPGs. I like getting stronger, more powerful, getting more abilities. That's really cool. I'm also a fan of Metroidvanias. But, in my opinion, the absolute perfect way of progressing a character is not just through progressing the character, but through progressing the player. Also something that is very important in Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, if you play the game, of course your character gets stronger. Of course it gets stronger, but what ends up destroying all the bosses, what ends up actually beating the game, is not your character stats. It's you as a player becoming better and learning to overcome all these obstacles and difficulties that lie in your path. And that is, I think, the best way to progress the character, which I've said like 4 times now, but whatever. So yeah, not really a long video, I just wanted to quickly give my thoughts on Mario Odyssey, which I've played over a month ago now, and I said I was going to make a video about it, but I haven't. Now I did. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say about Mario Odyssey. It's a great game, guys. It's a great game. It's one of the best, one of the 3 best games that like came out in 2017. It's amazing. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.